If this message found you at a moment when you feel unsettled, emotionally tired, or deeply reflective, be very careful. This is not random. If this is happening to you, be very careful. There are moments in life when everything appears normal on the surface, yet something deep inside you feels unsettled. You can't fully explain it. You can't put it into words, but your spirit is alert, quietly whispering, "Pay attention now." If this message has found you during a time when you feel restless, emotionally sensitive, and usually reflective, or uneasy without knowing why, this is not an accident. This is not a random phase. You are standing at a crossroads. And crossroads demand awareness. Welcome to Rise and Inspire. Every message here exists to awaken something within you. 1. You feel pulled, yet deeply drained. One of the first signs is a painful contradiction. You feel intensely drawn to someone or something. Your thoughts keep circling back. Your emotions feel alive, but at the same time, you are exhausted. Not the kind of tiredness rest can fix, a deeper fatigue. You may notice your energy dropping after certain interactions. Your mood shifts without a clear reason. You feel heavy after moments that should feel good. This matters because true alignment, even when challenging, energizes you. What consistently drains you is asking more from you than it gives. If you are forcing yourself to stay hopeful while slowly emptying yourself, be careful. That is not love. That is not purpose. That is not destiny. That is imbalance. 2. You keep explaining away what hurts you. Listen closely to the words you tell yourself. Maybe I'm overthinking. It's probably nothing. They didn't mean it like that. I should be more understanding. Understanding is beautiful, but self-abandonment often wears the same mask. If you find yourself softening your pain so others don't feel uncomfortable, if you minimize your needs to keep the peace, if you tolerate confusion because clarity might cost you someone, be careful. Because the longer you explain away your pain, the quieter your inner voice becomes. And when your inner voice goes silent, you start accepting things you were never meant to endure. 3. Your intuition is louder than ever. You sense things before they happen. You feel uneasy without logical proof. Your gut reactions are strong and impossible to ignore. This is not anxiety. This is not imagination. This is awareness sharpening. Intuition only becomes loud when it has something urgent to say. And if you keep ignoring it because you're afraid of the truth or what it might cost you, pause. Because intuition ignored does not disappear. It turns into emotional pain later. What you refuse to listen to now will return louder, harder, and more painfully. 4. You're holding onto potential instead of reality. Be honest with yourself. Are you staying because of who someone could become, because of what a situation might turn into rather than what it consistently is? Potential is intoxicating. It keeps you waiting. It keeps you invested. But potential without action is not a promise. It is a delay. And delays, when they come from unwillingness rather than timing, slowly erode your self-worth. Ask yourself this: how much of your life are you willing to place on pause, waiting for someone else to catch up to a truth you already see? 5. You are losing pieces of yourself quietly. This doesn't happen dramatically. It happens subtly. You stop saying certain things. You soften your tone. You hold back your emotions. You make yourself smaller without realizing it, not because someone demanded it, but because it felt safer. If you are dimming parts of yourself to be accepted, to avoid conflict, or to preserve a connection, be careful. Anything that requires you to disappear, even slowly, is not meant to stay. The right connections do not shrink you. They invite your expansion. 6. You feel emotionally awake but spiritually tired. You are thinking deeply, questioning patterns, seeing truths you once avoided, yet you are tired of carrying emotional weight alone. This means you are outgrowing something. Growth always comes with grief for old versions of yourself, old dreams, old attachments. If you're here, it means you're shedding a skin that no longer fits. And shedding always feels uncomfortable before it feels free. 7. You are being tested on self-respect. This is not punishment. This is choice. Life tests self-respect quietly. Will you walk away from what no longer honors you? Will you choose truth over comfort? Will you trust yourself even when it feels lonely? If choosing yourself feels terrifying but necessary, This is not the time to look away. This is the moment your future self is watching. 8. Silence feels louder than words, not because you are dependent but because you are aware. You feel when effort fades. You feel when energy shifts. You feel when you are no longer being met halfway. This awareness is a gift. It teaches you not to chase what must, choose you freely. 9. You are being asked to choose differently. Patterns repeat until lessons are learned. If something familiar hurts again, if you recognize the cycle, if you can almost predict the ending, this moment exists for one reason: to see whether you will choose differently this time. Not harder. Not longer. Not quieter. But wiser. 10. What happens next depends on your courage. Nothing here is meant to scare you. It is meant to wake you up. You are not weak for feeling deeply. You are not wrong for caring. You are not broken for hoping. But be careful when love becomes confusing, when peace becomes conditional. When effort becomes one-sided, when waiting becomes a habit. You deserve clarity. You deserve reciprocity. You deserve emotional and spiritual safety. Final message: if this is happening to you, you are standing at the edge of change. And change always asks one question: will you honor what you feel or silence yourself to stay comfortable? Be careful, not of the world, but of ignoring yourself. Because the moment you choose self-respect, everything not meant for you begins to fall away. And what remains is real. It is steady. It is safe. Take a deep breath. You are not lost. You are becoming.